Okay. Hey guys, avsongbird here. Sorry my hair is a wreck. I just got out of the shower. Oh my god, it's getting long. This is the longest my hair's been in a long time. And I'm sorry sorry about that. I was looking at myself on the preview. And I'm sorry for the bright background, but you're actually out in my living room because I like being out here with my family during the week. So, apologies. I tried to fix it. But I gotta make this quick because hubby's gonna be home in a second. I couldn't record last night because my house was Grand Central Station. But I wanted to talk to you guys a bit because, like, when you go to a bookstore, me being a bookworm my whole life, you go to a bookstore and you pick up a book and you read the synopsis and you open it up to check the book out. You start reading. And you start getting into the story and into the characters and into what happens to them in their worlds, and you fall in, and all of a sudden the end of the book's there, you close the book, and there's so many questions. There's questions for the writer, there's questions about what happened. You've got scenes you love, scenes you hate, you've got characters you love, characters you hate. There's some you're gonna want, things you wish you could ask the writer, or things you're sitting there and you're going, ah, And then you've got the other side of the pen as the writer. You have these stories in your head and these people in your head that you see, that you hear, that you sit and you put this work down on paper, or smoke signals or Morse code, or, write out an icing on cakes. And you put your work out there for people to read, and you're left wondering, in the quiet after you first send your work out there or post it or whatever. Are they going to love that scene like I did? Are they going to cry at the other scene like I did? Are they going to hate this asshole character the way I did? Are they going to love this character the way I did? It's a very isolated process from both sides of the pen. And posting the blogs like I am now, and the short stories, and putting out the videos for you guys of my stories is such an interactive process, which is what I wanted. Because I've written in my room and on my own for so many years with all these stories and characters and things I couldn't share with anyone. And now I put out these stories and you guys watch them and you get back to me and tell me, like with the Run Jessie series, it's great because I've got my ideas and I can see it and hear it in my head. It plays out in my head like a movie when I write it. That's why I try to write it as real as I can so you guys can hear it and see it the way I see it, with your spin on it. And I've got people that get back to me now after the videos and they tell me what their view is on the characters and what they think the story is and their interpretation. And, you guys can ask me questions about the story and find out when the sequel's coming out and get updates. And I get ideas from you guys that are incredible on, I didn't think about that. I'm going to have to explore that and find out an answer for you guys because I don't have all the answers. I don't know how the sequel to Jessie turned. I know the ending. I know how it begins. I don't know her journey to get to the ending yet. It's as fun for me to figure it out as it is for me to do anything else. I love that. But, I really want it to continue to be an interactive process because you guys are pushing me to be even better at what I do, because entertaining you guys is a big part of this. I'm an entertainer now. It's so weird. I always thought of myself as the writer, and it's weird for me because I never thought of myself as being an entertainer to people. My stories themselves are a separate entity from me, I think. I never thought of me as being the one that entertained people, but I guess it's kind of my work, so I kind of have to own it a little bit. And you guys know me, this isn't an ego trip. It's just, it's weird for me to know that there's people out there listening and watching now and giving me feedback on my work. And what I want from you guys, and I'm not asking you for anything tangible, I'd like to know what you would like to see more of, as far as I've put out scary, I've put out love stories, I've put out randomness, and I think my husband's home, so I gotta cut this off soon. They're gonna come through the door screaming, I know it. But would you guys like more of the scary, or more of the romantic, or more of the series, or more of the poetry? I could put out a little of whatever if you guys want. My head's always spinning out whatever the hell it feels like. You know, I've been writing like a mad woman all weekend, working on everything. I've got a story going now that my stepsons asked me to write. I'm working on the trilogy. I'm working on the sequel to Jesse. I'm working on a couple just for me stories, just for fun for me. And I laugh when my husband goes, "Why do you write those?" And I tell him, you know, because it's cheaper than you having to go out and buy me housewife novels. And no, I'm not writing housewife novels. These are stories with full-on plots and characters and worlds, and some of them are actually series of stories. And no, it's not those kind of housewife novels, you know, with the cover art, with the bosoms and the guys, with more pecs than actually exist. It's not that kind. I don't write those for me. Um, It always embarrasses me to talk about those because people ask me, you know, do you write stuff like that? You write really vivid and you write imagery and stuff. Do you write stuff like that? And I get all shy. And I laugh because it's one of those, even with my imagination, just the thought of that. You know, I've always been shy and I've always been real touchy about that kind of subject. And writing it, you know, alone in my room is one thing, but the thought of putting out that kind of stuff embarrasses me. So, yeah, and the thought of reading it aloud to you guys embarrasses me. If you go through and you read Down the Corridor in my short story playlist, if you go through and you read You Shouldn't Be Here, that it wasn't that kind of story, but at the same time, it started down that path, you know? So if you go read that one, yeah, I tripped over my tongue reading that one because it kind of started down that line. And I'm really shy about that kind of thing. I've been with my husband since, you know, we met back in 2007 and he laughs because I'm shy. But yeah, but no, I put out I forgot what I was saying. See, even talking about it, I get flustered. But, yeah, I put this stuff out on this channel for you guys and to give you a sample of all the different things I'm working on, and I want to entertain you guys and I want to get better all the time because this is your channel as much as it's mine, and I want to put out things, you know, that you guys come up here and want to check out, things you want to read, things you want to hear, because this is your channel too, you know. And if there's short stories that I put up that you guys want more of, like I have people talking about the Where Am I one based on my nightmare, the one with the girl in the desert, that they want to hear more about, which I've got ideas for it everywhere, but it's a matter of what you guys want to hear, because I don't want to put up stuff that's going to bore you or that you're completely just not interested in. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go in a minute because they're gonna walk through the door, and believe it or not, I haven't had coffee yet. Serious, I've been writing like a mad woman all weekend, and I haven't even slept much this weekend because I was so busy writing. Every time I'd go to lay down, I'd stare at the ceiling and work on dialogue, or standing in the shower and I'm sitting there having arguments with myself because I'm working out dialogue. My husband laughs, he'll come home and I'll be having an argument with myself, and he goes, "This is for a story, right? You haven't actually lost it yet?" No, well, for one, I didn't have it to begin with. But yeah, this one is in particular about a story. And this guy's an a-hole because he's going to lose this argument. He is. I don't care what I got to do. He's going to lose this argument. And he goes, "You do realize you are arguing with yourself?" "No, I'm not. My characters are arguing. I'm just watching and reporting." You know? But I love it because I see it in my head and I hear the characters and stuff, and when I get invested in a story and writing it for so long, I do actually see and hear it, and it plays in my head like a movie, and it's my job to translate it over for you guys so you can see and hear it. But I wanted to get your guys' input and find out what you'd like to see more of, because like I want to make a playlist for you guys that says by request, like I had my friend, sorry for like so many times, my friend Daily, look, it's unedited. I don't edit these because I want you guys to see who I really am. I don't want you to see the spit and polished version of who I am. This is who I am. But my friend Daily Fix asked me the 10-question challenge, and I had so much fun answering that one. If you haven't seen it, I think it's in my vlogs. and motivational random folder. If you go check it out, I had so much fun answering those. But I'm thinking of doing a by request folder because I actually started the YouTube because I had people on my blog asking me to do videos, so I actually started all of this by request. And now I've got Let's Player friends going, I really like your voice. Would you mind doing a couple of Let's Plays? And I'm going, I could do that. I thought maybe I'll do a rage game, and then I'm going, I know my mouth. I can't do a rage game. I try to keep it family friendly and keep my cussing to a minimum as it is because I've got a mouth when it comes to cussing. And I could see it getting real non-family friendly real quick with a rage game, but I'm going, my family and I Minecraft. We've got a family server. I could sit there and do like a narration of me tripping through the woods. And let's see how many ways I can die in the woods today. You know, for you guys so you can laugh at me and my random. But I'm thinking of doing a folder where I can do that for you guys. You know, requests. So it's, you guys can go check out the folder and see if, you know, I filled your requests as far as asking me if I can play different things or asking me if I could do different types of stories and stuff, because like I said, I want this to be your channel as much as mine. It's not just my channel. You know, I could have recorded these videos and just kept them to myself to come back and laugh at and go, oh my god, is that what I look like? Is that what I sound like? Oh my god. You know, but this video is getting longer than I meant it to, and I'm rambling. I'm caffeine and sleep deprived right now. So I'm not really here right now. And I've got my head off in like 9 different worlds right now that I'm working on. So I'm not all mentally here right now. I'm off in all directions right now. But I didn't make a video last night because my house was Grand Central Station with everyone and I didn't want to get you guys with a bunch of noise. So yeah, I'm putting out this one today for you guys. Go ahead and get back to me, you know, through comments, email, my Twitter. People talk to me all the time on my Twitter. It's so busy. I stay busy on that. It's really funny, you know, or Google Plus or however you want to. I try to keep the avenues open so that people have whatever options they're most comfortable with. You know, I want to be friendly with my audience. I want to be audience friendly, so you guys have easy ways of having access to talk to me if you want to, about what you like and what you don't, so that you can be a part of this with me. But I want to let you guys go. Go ahead and get back to me. Let me know what you think, what you want to see, what you want to hear, you know. If you've got questions you want me to answer, you know, keep it clean. But if there's questions you want me to answer and stuff, you know, go ahead and get back to me, because like I said, I'm nothing without you guys. But this has been avsongbird, and I'm going to let you go because this is running long. You guys have a great rest of your weekend. Well, great rest of your week. It's Monday. I say this because this is the last day of my weekend. But you guys have a great week. Bye, guys.